anybody doesn't know me, I'm Kelly Knitchley. Dave and I were partners in construction, and Greg started working with us for, I guess it's been 5 years now. But I should say he's not actually working for us, we're working for him. Most of the time we got to answer to him. Evie phoned me here about 2 weeks ago and asked me if I could toast Greg, and I figured roasting would be a more appropriate thing than toasting, so here we go. And all of this is true. I already mentioned that he thinks he's the boss. With Greg, safety is always a non-issue with Greg. He'd always showed up with a great big hole in his pants. It's snagging anything. And well, I see he's got his shoes on. Oh, he's got his shoes on. He's got his work shoes on. Stand up and show him what your work shoes are. That's his steel-toed shoes. I give him shit all the time. Evie, I must say, she does pack a very good lunch for Greg. He has the best lunch on the crew for sure. And he always lets us know when it's coffee time. 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock lunchtime, and 3 o'clock is always, woo, woo! He always says that. Want me to say that? Come on. And like when the whistle blows, Greg will take his apron off when it's on. He'll take it off and he'll go down the scaffolding and he'll go for coffee or lunch and he'll leave us still working. So, one thing about Greg, he's got to have his coffee and he's got to have his lunch. And Greg, well, he always is very famous on our crew for always leaving his hammer, his tape measure all over the place. Like, he can have his apron on, his hammer will be at the far end of the building where we're working, and he's at the far end working away, and oh, where's my hammer? He's always looking for his hammer and his tape measure. And he never hardly wears his apron when we're framing, only when he's finishing. And metal hooks on his apron, always, touching the walls or when he's finishing, marks up the walls. Never wear when he's framing. The one thing about Greg, he always complains that he has to buy dinner all the time. And cell phone issues with Greg. You want to get him on the cell phone, he'll never answer it, he never has it on. I'm always phoning Evie, Evie's always phoning Dave or I, where's Greg? I gotta talk to Greg. Well, Greg's up on the roof. Well, I have to talk to him. So throw the phone up and talks to Greg. One thing about Evie, I think you maybe should have had the party at the Highway Cafe. And just one thing we ask, when you teach him to use his cell phone, maybe just forward his number to the Highway Cafe. So when we phone, we can just automatically go to the Highway Cafe.
True. So true.
Nobody, as you can see, Philadelphia is Greg's favorite team. And one time we were in Manville having lunch, and a local guy, Bill Calder, he felt sorry for Greg because he's the only guy in Manville that cheers for Philadelphia. So he actually ended up giving Greg a pair of Philadelphia Flyer running shoes. And obviously you don't wear them. He felt sorry for him, I guess. Tools. We have a 28-foot enclosed trailer for tools. Well, there's more tools in the back of Greg's Explorer. And he takes out our trailer and puts it in the back of the Explorer. We're always looking for a table saw, miter saw, squares, or what's in the back of Greg. It's not BS, is it, Greg? Dave and I for sure think that he's moonlighting on fantastic time working with him. He's always cracking jokes and one-liners, or just, I don't know how many times we just about fell off the ladder or something, laugh at it. Yeah, if we ever need a lift, or lifting up a beam or something, we just call on pipes. Call them pipes. He always, one thing about Greg, now this is a toast. I want to toast you a little bit. One thing about Greg, I can always say that whenever we need him, he's always there for us, and he's just a great help. If it means brand new calves on a Sunday morning, smoke going in his face, he's always there for us, and we really appreciate it. As one last thing, as much as Greg denies, we always have a debate. Like I used to play with the slow pitch team, men at work, and Kent and Rick, I see is here, and Greg, Greg always says that he used to beat us all the time in the tournament. So that isn't the truth at all. I think we beat you more than we beat us. They're going to deny it, I know, but it's the truth. One time you guys beat us. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, I just want to thank Emmy for the party for Greg, and I know he was totally surprised. Actually, we were at work the other day, and Gene and I said, well, we should maybe run up to Bellevue, go fishing Saturday, and Greg said, well, that'd be good. He says, I've never caught a fish. So I said, well, maybe we should go. And he didn't have a clue.
I don't think you did.
There's no way. Well, I did bring my beer with me. There you go.